Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to the Sunday Love Feast program at the Austin Hare Krishna Center. I would love to be with you right now, but right now I'm here in Mauritius along with Guru Mata, where I have a number of disciples. We come here a couple of times a year to encourage them and guide them in their spiritual advancement. So I'm speaking today to you from Solferino, Mauritius, a tiny island out in the Indian Ocean, off the east coast of Africa. Krishna consciousness is completely transcendental wherever you may be. Krishna is there everywhere. He's in Vrindavan, he's in India, he's in America, he's in Mauritius, he's in Europe, he's in the moon, the sun, wherever you may go, because everything is actually the expanded energy of Krishna. It's stated by the Lord Himself in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matak sarvam pravartate iti madva bhajante mang buddhabhava samanvataha. I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Everything emanates from me. So, since everything is the emanated energy of Krishna, Krishna is expanded within everything. And everything exists within Krishna. And of course, at the same time, He's aloof from this entire manifestation and having His loving pastimes in the spiritual world. That's going on in every minute. But for His devotee, He becomes fully present. Just as He is fully present for His devotees in the spiritual world, He also becomes fully present for His devotees here in this material world, for those who serve Him with pure loving devotion. So the point is, as Krishna confirms in the Gita, Ye yatam mang papadyante, tangs tataya bhajamyaham. Inasmuch as they surrender to me, I reward them accordingly. So if you want to have the personal association of God Himself, you can have it. The Supreme Person who is all powerful, all beautiful, all renounced, all wealthy, all famous, and all wise. That person who possesses opulences unlimitedly in every single category, completely outdo or outbe anyone else in all of existence. He has to be greater because everyone else is simply a manifestation of His energy. Whatever greatness one may have in this world, it is actually all a gift of God. So all greatness naturally exists in that Supreme Person Himself. So it's impossible to exceed Him or even equal Him in greatness, because whatever greatness one may possess in this world is simply a manifestation of His greatness. In other words, everything actually belongs to that person. It's Krishna, or God. Now, we're not speaking of some sectarian conception here. We're talking about the original source of all existence. In Sanskrit, this is called Adi, the origin. There's a beautiful prayer given by Lord Brahma, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord. So, Krishna consciousness is not another religion. Krishna consciousness is the essence of religion. Religion is actually one thing. Dharman hi sakshat bhagavat panitam, it is stated in the Bhagavatam. Religion is given by God, it's one thing. But this idea of many different religions, this is a materialistic invention of men who are in a state of illusion. That's it. It's a material concept. Religions is a material concept. Religion, with a capital R, is given by God. Religions are not given by God. Religions are pollutions, various types of pollutions of the original thing called religion, which means the science of reconnecting with the Supreme Person through pure loving devotion. So you can be a member of any religion and be truly religious if you connect with God in pure loving devotion. As a Muslim, as a Christian, as a Jew, as a Sikh, as a Jain, whatever it may be. If you connect with God in pure loving devotion, you are religious. You're actually religious. But that religion does not depend, that religiousness does not depend on belonging to a particular sect. Religion is not the property of any particular sect. It is universal. So this it's actually a science of how, just like 1 + 1 = 2 is the science of mathematics. So H2O equals water is in the science of chemistry. It's something that is a universal principle. Wherever you go, H2O equals water. So in the same way, if you, the individual living entity, combine, take love, the principle of love of God, and manifest it and practice it in your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, the result will be you'll have an awakening of your original divine consciousness. You see, you're actually not a creature of this material world. You're actually an inhabitant of the spiritual world. You don't remember it, but actually you came from the spiritual world. That's your original home. You're a stranger in a strange land here in this material world. This is not your abode. This is not your place. You've been here for so long, now you're saying home sweet home. But actually this is not your home. Therefore we say back to home, back to Godhead. You're meant to go back to your original loving relationship with the Supreme Person in the spiritual world. It's called Paravyoma in Sanskrit, which means literally the spiritual sky. So we can look out the window, we can see the sky, but that's the material sky. And today, by as a matter of fact, this material sky here in Mauritius is covered by clouds. You don't see the full sky, you see a covered sky. In a similar way, even on a bright sunny day, it's still a covered sky because we don't see Krishna. This whole material world is covered by a cloud known as Mahatattva. The Mahatattva is covering our vision of the Supreme Person. You say, well, why can't the cloud go away? Sure it can. But that depends on the individual. That's the process we're teaching you, the process of Krishna consciousness. How you can drive away those clouds of illusion that are preventing you from actually directly seeing God and experiencing God and being able to associate with God at every minute. So we teach you how to get rid of all of that stuff. Those clouds consist of lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, envy, laziness. All these bad qualities simply cover our ability to directly associate with God at every minute. So we want to help you to awaken your original relationship with the Supreme. This is what Krishna consciousness movement is all about. It's how to bring out your original divine consciousness. It's not imposing something artificially on you. It's bringing you back to your original position. Just like fire exists within a match. It's dormant. But by striking it, the fire becomes manifest. So you have pure enlightened consciousness within you. You have pure love of God within you. You have even remembrance of what you were doing in the spiritual world before you fell into the material world millions of years ago. Those memories are still there, fully manifest within you. They're just covered right now, that's all. So by this striking process, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This mantra yoga process, chanting the holy name of the Supreme Person. By this process, you will come back to a vision identity. You realize I'm the eternal servant of God. That's who I actually am. That is confirmed by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says, Jivara Sarupahai Krishnara Nityada. The constitutional position of a living entity is the eternal servant of Krishna. So come back to that place. Why do you want your name and reason? Well, I'm skeptical. What good is your skepticism, sir? If you want to be skeptical, we encourage you to take skepticism all the way to its perfection. Take skepticism all the way to its final conclusion. And become skeptical about skepticism. The skeptic, he doubts everything. All right, fine. Now take your depth skepticism all the way to its conclusion. That is, you should doubt skepticism itself. When you finally realize, by following the path of skepticism, that you have to be skeptical about skepticism also, then it's time for you to come to a transcendental position of acceptance. This was a realization I had back in December of 1968, before I joined this movement, Hare Krishna movement, which I joined in 71. My realization was I was following the path of denial of the material world. Deny this attachment, deny that attachment, deny. It's called, in India, it's called neti, not this, not that pathway. The neti marga. Deny, you philosophically cut off all your attachments. In that way you become spiritual. That's the idea. But the trouble is, as long as they remain attached to negating, which is a material concept, then they don't become spiritually awakened. But if you actually follow your neti pathway all the way through, neti, it's not this, the absolute truth is not this, it's not money, it's not sex, it's not food, it's not nationality, it's not this body, it's not this, it's not that, it's not flowers, it's not rocks, it's not this, it's not that. Finally you come to the point of you cut off all the attachments to everything you have in the material world. Now you have to cut off the final attachment, that's the attachment to neti. You've got neti, not this, not. Now go, not this, I'm not this. You see? Now you have to negate the process of negation. And if you negate negation, what do you end up with? Positivity once again. But now you have positivity free of all material attachments. And that is called Krishna consciousness. And you realize there must be a person out there, because persons don't come out of impersons. Of course, the scientists say that now, these rascal scientists, they say that we are nothing but robots. But I don't believe that. If I was a robot, I wouldn't mind being called a robot. Because I'm a person, I'm offended if you call me a robot. You see? My being offended proves that I'm not a robot. So I'm a person, I'm not just a machine, as Dr. somebody said. Dr. Dawkins. We're just lumbering robots, he said. Richard Dawkins. We're just lumbering robots. Well, you may be a robot, Mr. Dawkins, but I ain't no robot. I'm a human being, he said. If you call me a robot, I'm offended. It proves that I'm not a robot. You can't offend a robot, he never gets angry. You say, you're just a robot, he wouldn't mind. You call a human being he's a robot, he'll be offended. What do you mean a robot? I'm a person, you see. So persons don't come out of robots, they come from persons. You go back to the original person. You see, I have my father, he has his father, his father, his father, his father, his father. Go back to the original person who has no father, and that is the original person. Or you can say, God, G-O-D, God, is the popular word in the West. In India they have other, in Sanskrit there are other words. Ishvara, the supreme controller. Adi, the origin. Bhagavan, he who possesses all opulences. There's different words in Sanskrit. The word God is not a Sanskrit word. It's a word coming later on in history, God. There's the word Deva, which means God, but there's many gods are superior personalities, but there's Deva. Deva, the God of the gods. Just like we studied from the Vedas, we learned there's a god of the sun, a god of the moon, a god of the wind, a god of this, a god of that, millions of such gods. Or at least, what is the number? 33 million. There's some number given. Many gods of different things. Even God of blinking your eyes, you see. I'm blinking my eyes so many times I'm giving this lecture. But that's under the control of some god, some demigod. But there is Deva, the god of the gods. And that's the God we're interested in. That's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When we revive our loving relationship with Him and channel our loving energy to Him, the result is then we're able to love all living entities perfectly. Just like when you water the root of the tree, all the leaves and branches are nourished. When you give your love to that Supreme Person, then your love is going to every single living entity throughout all of existence. So try to learn this art. This is called bhakti, the bhakti yoga. The art of how to channel all your loving energy to that Supreme Person. When you do this, wow, you're going to feel good. I guarantee you, you're going to feel so good. You say, how could anybody ever feel this good in this world? This is inconceivable. I never knew that one could taste this much bliss. Just by channeling your love to the Supreme Person, you'll be absolutely amazed at what you feel like, because that love also comes to you, you see. When you water the root of the tree, all the leaves and branches are nourished. When you feed your belly, every part of the body is nourished. So when you give your love to the Supreme, you also become, that love also comes to you. So if you want to love yourself, which is, everyone likes to do, then do it properly. Give your love to Krishna, the Supreme Person. And that love will also come filtering down to you along with all of the living entities. It won't be selfish love, it will be selfless love. Just like I hear a bird chirping outside the window here. By giving my love to Krishna, I'm a recipient of the love coming through Krishna. The bird is a recipient, you see. That when you give your love to Krishna, your love goes to every living entity throughout all of existence. And we have practical experience. The more you can give love to others, the more you feel good. The more you become a miser, the more you become miserable. Note the etymological connection between the word miser and the word miserable. Miserable. You see. So the less you're a miser, the more you can give love, the more you will feel not miserable, but ecstatic. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is the key. Krishna consciousness means to give your love to the Supreme Person. Ishvara, Bhagavan, God. Give your love to the Supreme Person. When you give your love to the Supreme Person, then you experience unlimited happiness. So we're asking all the people of the world, kindly take this. Take this video now that's going on YouTube and make it available for the whole world. Let everyone see this video. Because this video, if understood and followed, will solve all the problems in the world. We're giving the secret here in this video lecture of how anybody in the world in any position, wealthy, poor, sick, healthy, famous, infamous, whatever your position may be, white, black, American, Russian, male, female, whatever your sexual orientation may be, anyone and everyone in every situation can apply this science and achieve the perfection of unlimited happiness. Unlimited happiness. No restrictions. So kindly share this video with everyone and make your life successful. We're looking forward to being back in Austin very soon. Now it's the 13th of December. In about a month we're going to be back, so maybe mid-January, Guru Mataji and I will be back here in Austin. So we look forward to being back with you all. I heard that Ali is coming from New Braunfels. If Ali is there, I'm going to give a special, today for this lecture, I'm going to give a special welcome to Ali and encourage everyone to give their greatest, all their loving kindness to Ali and any other any other new persons especially who come, let them know that they're part of our family, they're fully welcome, and we would love to see them again and again and again and again and again from now on. So we'll stop here, and we thank you all very much for coming to the Hare Krishna Sunday Love Program, Sunday Love Feast Program, here in our ISKCON Austin Center. All glories to our founder Acharya, Nivilananda Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to Lord Sri Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.